Well, good morning, and a very warm welcome to Manchester. And it is a good morning, isn't it? Sun's shining, you're all here, you look great. And England are still in the World Cup for a few more hours. So, welcome to the University of Manchester and to this very special occasion. We hope you enjoy this ceremony and the remainder of your time here in this truly remarkable city, birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, and some people think the footballing capital of the world. Here, ideas in natural science, technology, social science, and culture have been and continue to be conceived. And that story about the creation of the modern world is one with which we at this university are very much engaged. Manchester's story is also about the struggle for liberty, for justice, for tolerance, a struggle that includes, for example, the Peterloo Massacre of 1819 and the mill workers' stance against American slavery. And only last year, of course, we witnessed, not so very far from here, a shocking terrorist attack on those values which we hold as absolutely central to the very essence of what a university is about. Welcome especially to those guests sitting over here on this side who are here as family and friends and supporters of those of you who are about to graduate. Some of you we know will have travelled a very long way to be here today from elsewhere in the UK and from different parts of the world. And thank you for all you've done along the way for our graduates. We know that you are proud of their achievements, as are we, but almost certainly they would not be here now without your financial and emotional support, which I suspect may not have ended. Many of you will have seen the film Good Will Hunting, about an undiscovered mathematical genius in which one of the characters says to Will, "Some people can't believe in themselves until someone else believes in them first." Well, graduates, these are the people whose belief helped get you here. So we're going to spend a bit of time and energy applauding you, but perhaps you'd like to show your appreciation of the family and friends and supporters who've been by your side throughout this journey and who are here with you today. So thank you. Welcome too to my colleagues sitting here from the School of SEED, as you know them by, Education Development, who have been your teachers. Albert Einstein, who lectured in this hall, said that I never teach my students, I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they learn, which contains a truth of sort, while making teaching sound rather easy and passive, which of course it is not. None of us make intellectual journeys alone. We all owe a debt to those from whom we learn, and I hope you will always remember those teachers here in Manchester who opened doors to new ideas and new ways of looking at the world. So on behalf of the university and you, our graduates, I'd like to thank those lecturers and tutors who gave of their best so that you might take a step closer to attaining your ambition, whatever that ambition may be. So finally, we get around to you. We're delighted, of course, that you chose to study at the University of Manchester and that your hard work has brought a just reward in your degree and hopefully leading to a successful career. You might be interested to know that this country is run by arts and social science graduates who dominate Parliament and the upper levels of the civil service, though I'm not sure if that's a recommendation exactly at this moment in time. But we'll pass that over. But also, 60% of UK industry leaders have humanities degrees of one sort or another. But what you have gained here in Manchester goes far beyond power and influence, or even a salary, and all that it might buy. If you've gained friendships and broadened your understanding, if you've learned from setbacks, acquired deep knowledge, honed your tolerance of others and their ideas, absorbed lasting values, tested your character, discovered your limitations, because you do have some, added to your skills, explored your talents, and determined on a course of action, then your time here has been very well spent. And what now? Henry Kissinger observed that each success only buys an admission ticket to a more difficult problem. So welcome to the rest of your lives. 3 years at university for an undergraduate degree, maybe some will do one additional year for a master's degree, and there's some really crazy people who will go on and do a PhD, which will be 4 years or thereabouts. And perhaps 15 times 3 years to pay off your mortgage and earn a pension. Is that the route you're destined to follow in this fast-changing world? What next? And how will you cope? How many years until you get the job you really want? How long must you wait until you buy your first property? When will you marry? How long will it last? What age will you be when you have your first child? How quickly can you become the boss? And what will the middle-aged you think of your student dress sense when you find an old photograph? When will you bank your first million, and when will you give your first million to the University of Manchester? So many choices to be made, and as Dumbledore says in the course, this is just to show Deans keep in touch, it shows in the course of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, it is not our abilities that show what we truly are, it is our choices. So think carefully about those choices, because they will define you. In The Dark Side of the Moon, and we're really talking history here, Pink Floyd sing, "Every year is getting shorter, you never seem to find the time." A phrase I now understand much better than I did back in 1973. It has been said that time is the best teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all of its students. But for the present, you have the time and you have the talent, so use them wisely. But remember, you will also need the effort, for you can't get to the top by sitting on your bottom. The 17th century French writer Montaigne commented of Aristotle, there was nothing more notable, sorry, it was Socrates, there was nothing more notable in Socrates than that he found time when he was an old man to learn music and dancing and thought it time well spent. So you've learned much here, but never stop learning. And whatever you do with the rest of your lives, we would like to think that you will stay in touch with the circle of fellow alumni that is your own particular band of brothers and sisters, with your teachers too, and with this university that helped to shape and form you. Finally, yes, this day is about celebrating your personal success, but reflect on what that ancient Roman Cicero wrote, "Not for ourselves alone are we born." So go out there and make a difference. In time, we, the university, may ask for your expert advice, or for your help in opening a door, or perhaps that you support an underprivileged student. So I very much hope that today does not mark the end of your relationship with the University of Manchester. And now I would like to invite Professor Jamie Woodward, Head of the Department of Geography, to address you. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mediterranean Manchester. I'm Professor Jamie Woodward, Head of Geography, and I'm delighted to give this address to celebrate our graduates from the Department of Geography and the Global Development Institute. I'm speaking on behalf of all my colleagues and Professor Diana Midlin, Head of GDI, who is with me here on the stage. So firstly, on behalf of all our colleagues, let me echo the Dean's congratulations. Graduation is a marvelous achievement and a key milestone in your lives. It's the culmination of much dedication and hard work and graft, and whether BA or BSc, MSc or PhD, you should be immensely proud of yourselves to have made it to this point. So well done indeed. And of course, equally importantly, let me also thank and congratulate all the proud parents, guardians, families and friends who are here to celebrate your success. As the Dean has already mentioned, we fully appreciate that a university education entails a huge commitment from all of you, offering practical, emotional, and of course, financial help. And I know how proud you are of the graduates today, and we are too. So the Global Development Institute and the Department of Geography are extremely proud of their hard-won and long-established reputations for world-class research and teaching. Both celebrated key anniversaries in the past academic year. Geography marked 125 years since the appointment of the first lecturer in geography in this institution, and the GDI celebrated its 60th anniversary. Now, one of the joys of working in these departments and in this institute is a shared commitment to bringing the excitement of cutting-edge research into the classroom, to explore the latest ideas and research frontiers in our respective fields. And this surely is the essence of a research-led university experience where brilliant teaching and top-level research go hand in hand. GDI and geography are two of the 5 disciplines within the School of Environment, Education and Development. Currently the leading school in the Faculty for Humanities in terms of research grant income, in terms of the commitment to social responsibility, and as a beacon of teaching excellence. And I've made a note here in my text to look at the Dean for a nod of approval. Okay? World-class research and outstanding learning are two of the 3 principal goals of this university. But let me say something about another key goal. Manchester uniquely has a 3rd and equally important goal, a commitment to social responsibility. You are graduating from a department and an institute that share a profound commitment to social responsibility. And this takes many forms, and perhaps importantly, it involves the entire community, academic and support staff, and you, our students. Many of you in geography and also in GDI, for example, will have taken part in Johnny Hook's award-winning mapping project in Uganda, aiding humanitarian efforts in that part of the world. And let me give you a few more examples of the positive impact of our work on the wider world. The Global Development Institute currently leads a £5 million project studying the social, political and environmental impacts of the new phase of large dam construction around the world. This research seeks to develop strategies to ensure that these dams improve livelihoods and avoid many of the negative impacts associated with the dams of the previous century. A very recent development that links researchers across geography and GDI and across the wider university is the formation of the Manchester Urban Institute. The study of cities has been a key strength of Manchester research for many, many years. Major research projects are working on mitigating the impacts of climate change in cities through the use of green infrastructure, also examining energy poverty in urban and rural settings. Very recently, you may have seen some of the extensive media coverage generated by researchers in geography who discovered the worrying scale of microplastic contamination in British rivers. We also have international expertise on the prediction and management of wildfires, both extremely topical and important research arenas. So making a difference in our research and teaching is a key aspect of what we do. Beyond these examples and many more that I could have shared with you, perhaps the greatest impact that we can have on the world is through you, our graduates. As a cosmopolitan, outward-looking and highly talented body of students, it's what you do, taking up increasingly influential positions in the UK and around the world, that forms a major part of the university's impact on that wider world. We have great hopes that you will be strong and stable leaders of the future. We are especially keen to keep in touch with you after you graduate, as the Dean has already mentioned. Our disciplines thrive through a fertile exchange between academia and professional practice in all its forms, and we seek to foster a two-way exchange of expertise between the university and you. We will be looking to you to offer networking opportunities or placements to our current and future students, and perhaps to sit on advisory boards to make sure that everything that we do is relevant and outward-facing. Do take the opportunity in the future to interact with our world-class students. You may well be their employees in the future. So we very much hope that today is not the end of your association with the Department of Geography or the Global Development Institute and the wider university. Those of you who are looking for work, do remember that your tutors may be able to help, perhaps through contacts, certainly by writing references, and note that you also have access to a world-leading careers service in the university. Do continue to make use of those resources. My eldest son has just finished lower six, okay? He's now thinking about his next steps, his university journey, what I hope will be a university journey, okay? He's been going to university open days, poring over prospectuses. He's got some big decisions to make. Now, at the beginning of his lower six, on his first day, he'd chosen his A-level subjects. I asked him what his first day was like, and he said, "Dad, it was brilliant. It was fantastic." So I said, "What was so good? Why was it so good?" And he came back instantly. He said, "Dad, I spent all day doing all of my favorite stuff." And that had a big impression on me. And I believe you have made good choices, and I sincerely hope that you have spent most of your degree programs doing all of your favorite stuff as well. So I mention this because whilst you now must think about careers and the next steps in your journey, don't lose sight of why you chose your subject. Nurture your curiosity and your love of learning, your desire to be informed and to understand the world. Your working careers may span the next 50 years. Okay, that's quite a thought. A few of you might even live long enough to see the benefits of Brexit. Seriously, during that time, this planet and the human race will face truly profound challenges. The impacts of climate change, tackling global inequalities, resource depletion, the sixth great extinction, the continued rise of popularism, for example. So there's never been a more important time to have critical, inquiring minds and evidence-based informed expertise. Geography and development studies sit at the very heart of many of these global grand challenges. So whatever you choose to do next, I'm confident that because of your time here at the University of Manchester and in this great city, the world will be a more interesting place, and that through your understanding of the natural and social worlds and how they interact, you are very well placed to head out into that world and to make a difference. Today we celebrate your achievements, and we wish you all the very best of luck with that endeavour. Thank you. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Danielle Alderson. Benjamin Bell. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Rachel Hurley. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Michael Mikulevic. Heather Piggott. And for the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Governance, Lee Cao. And in Environmental Monitoring, Modelling and Reconstruction, Charlotte Victoria Hipkiss. And in Geographical Information Science, Jade Louise Fawcett. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography, with honours, Chloe Airy. Sarah Anderson. Kunal Bhatt. Georgia Birch Geary. Toby Brennan. Amy Briggs. Cameron Broom. Christopher Burgess. Joseph Cahill. And with a highly commended dissertation, Jessica Carroll. Sam Cartledge. Lisa Marie Jean Charnley. Holly Samantha Clifton. Benjamin Coleman. Fred Combe. David Connell. Molly Corrigan. Natasha Crawford. Liam Peter Crompton. Elizabeth Davidson. Tom Davis. Ellen DePass. Catherine Edmonds. Rebecca Louise Firth. And with a highly commended dissertation, Lily May Fletcher. Mohammed Norman Ganti. Joanna Glenn. Matthew Daniel Golden. Chelsea Gordon. And with a highly commended dissertation, Emily Freya Grigolet. Lilia Kate Grimshaw. And with a highly commended dissertation, Peter Gives. And with a highly commended dissertation, Summer Haley. Celie Hansen. Esme Christine Hickey. Abigail Marie Hurst. Lucy Hobson. And with a highly commended dissertation, Joseph Louis Callick Brown. Alicia Cridnasserson Torrance. Bethany Lane. Paul Lewis. And with a highly commended dissertation, John Lim Wai. Gregory Anthony Kajetan Lobo. Alicia Zara Mamo. Katie Metcalf. Imogen Rose Morgan. And with a highly commended dissertation, Rebecca Moulsdale. Umar Mullah. Bethany Jo Ung. And with a highly commended dissertation, Rosie Nikolic. With a highly commended dissertation, Grace O'Connell. Ernan O'Farrell. Killian Jack Ormond. Zoe Owen. Now let's pause here. Now, with the Manchester Geographical Society Award for the Best Performance on the BA in Geography and the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Tristan Parsons. Alicia Helena Patel. William Preetzel. Andrew Hugh Riley. Anna Richardson. Madeline Roberts. Naomi Robinson. And with a highly commended dissertation, Daniel James Saville. Holly Rebecca Scarisbrick. Oscar Schroeder. Betsy Pamela Sharp. James Stackhouse. Jessica Tomlinson Blount. Courtney Thorpe. Amy Vernon. Eleanor May Waite. Niall Walsh. Tobias Wapshare. Samuel Wardle. Catherine Watkins. Bethany Wistons. Macaulay Wyman. Ewan Williams. Katie Wilson. Natalie Winter. Danielle Natasha Wright. Keenan Hassan. Now, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography with International Study with Honours, Natasha Ahmed. And with a highly commended dissertation, Abigail Arden. And with the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Madeline Rachel Joan Bean. Max Allen Ben Brimelow. Peter Bullivant. And with the award for the outstanding dissertation in human geography, Megan Chambers. Fergus James Crutchley. Alice de Souza. Rebecca Dormer. With a highly commended dissertation, Harry Evans. And also with a highly commended dissertation, Elliot Josh Lewis Farley. Emily Nina Featherstone. Beatrix Freeland. Roberta Gibb. Lucy Louise Ham. Thomas Edward Hodgkinson. And with a highly commended dissertation, Jamie Holloway. And also with a highly commended dissertation, Amelia Lennon. Anna Llewellyn. Olivia McShane. Lily Maud Newson, also with a highly commended dissertation. Emily Nolan. Aileen O'Rourke. Ashley, sorry. With a highly commended dissertation, Francis Parry Crook. My apologies to the previous candidate, who was Ashley O'Rourke, for the record. Okay, thank you. Also with a highly commended dissertation, Catriona Poe. Katrina. Thank you. On a run. Emily Proudlove. Finn Rands. With a highly commended dissertation, Sam Rawnsley. Dora Ruffin. And with a highly commended dissertation, Fleur Josephine Sally Spedding. Freya Adjua Sundstrom Kwashi. Isabel Thompson. Charles Walter. And now for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography with Honours, Lucy Ambler. Frances Hope Andrzejowska. Melissa Louise Bell. Emily Bullard. Catherine Ann Bunting. Emma Campbell. Thomas Ewan Casey. Katie Elizabeth Clark. Axel Kotzek. Thomas Crump. Benjamin James Curry. Bethan Davis. And with a highly commended dissertation, Betson Edwards. Gavin Leon Geddes. Yamea Asabi Ayana Gordon. With a highly commended dissertation, Fraser Harris. Rory Hay. Holly Hesketh. Catherine Jones. Anne Kensington. Thank you. Anna Johnson. John Lenigan. Samuel James Litchfield. And with a highly commended dissertation, Harriet Lord. Jacob Harry Thomas Mason. Sabina Mireya. Andrew O'Neill. Massimiliano Povinelli. And also with the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Daisy Powell. Charlie Rees. And with a highly commended dissertation, Alexander Restel. Anna Rowley. Emily Victoria Sandham. Jane Sellers. Thomas Shelley. James Andrew Shuttleworth. Justin Snodgrass. Zikun Song. Oliver James Horton Statham. George Milton Sykes. Thomas Symes. Jack Tarrant. With the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, David Uncle. Zach Vosco. Alison Louise Ward. Anne Williams. Samuel Wood. David Wright. Now just let's pause for a moment. Now, awarded the Manchester Geographical Society Award for the best performance on the BSc programme in Geography, and awarded the Percy Crowe Prize for the best overall performance on any programme in Geography, Natalie York. And for the degree of BSc in Geography with International Study with Honours, Eleanor Barker. Sean Lauren Barclay. Sarah Boltby. And with a highly commended dissertation, Andrew Cadman. Amy Brocklebank. Isabel Rose Gibson. And with the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Charlotte Naomi Harold. Also with the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Simon Jake Hurd. With a highly commended dissertation, Charlie Jones. Just pause for a moment. Now, with the outstanding dissertation in physical geography, and also a Dean's Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Olivia Alice Carnas. Harry Munt. Emma Pring. And with the Dean's Award for Academic Achievement, Kieran Semi. Florian Albert Joseph Varga. And last but not least, Sarah Walton.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Shafa Alas Garoba. Ishmael Anore. Karina Bron Mazinga. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Eyob Gebre Mariam. Arti Krishnan. Anthony Sumana Kumasi. Natalie Langford. Young Sun Lee. Christopher Leon. Kevway Sylvester Pella. Salt Malia Silnayon. Bala Yusa Yusuf. And for the degree of Master of Arts in International Development, Politics and Governance, Kelly Snurry. And in Development, Economics and Policy, Saya Song. And in Development Finance, Okasayua Giduwa Agre. Si Chen. And in Human Resource Management, International Development, Yang Wang. Fan Cheng. And in Human Resource Management and Development, International Development, Tina Toby. And in International Development, Abina Kezwa Pasco Apwa. And in International Development, Development Management, Danny Lee Yang. And in International Development, Globalization, Trade and Industry, Tianyi Lu. Piang Ju. And in International Development, Public Policy and Management, Hamza Mohamed Tahir Asbi. And in Management, Information Systems, Change and Development, Dila Fruz Alieva. Okay. Nuha Abdullah Ram Asharif. Zolba Likasuren. Jessica Belema Duke. Holing Wei. Chung-Chi Chang. Thank you.
Good, so that wasn't so bad. None of you fell on the stairs, in spite of the high heels. You'll have noticed some of us are wearing rather peculiar headgear. Now is your opportunity to put your hats on because you have graduated, so please do so. Good. But remember, you're not Americans, so don't throw them in the air. Well, it only remains, I think, for me to once again congratulate you all. I hope you have a wonderful day here in Manchester, and I now declare this ceremony at an end. Thank you. Please be upstanding.